The year, 1936. The place, Berlin, the Olympic Games. Polo is basking in the glow of Olympic participation, and Argentina is consolidating its newly achieved status as world polo leader. It is the sport's finest hour. Now, in 1998, polo is poised once again on the brink of world recognition. Welcome to Santa Barbara, ladies and gentlemen, and the 1998 Federation of International Polo World Polo Championship. I'm Peter Cullen. Here with me, Dennis Breen, a 35-year veteran of the sport and a respected polo commentator. This is a great moment for polo, Dennis, perhaps its finest since the 1936 Olympics.
Thanks, Peter. That's right. The 1936 Olympics were played in Berlin in a stadium that held 70,000, built just for the polo competition. It was Argentina that won the gold that day, and after 1936, polo never returned to the games. But the dream of Olympic participation never faded in the hearts of polo players. The Federation of International Polo was formed in 1983 in an attempt to bring the sport back to the Olympic arena.
This year, for the first time since 1936, the International Olympic Committee will present a special award to the winning team. Commissioned by IOC President Juan Antonio Samaranch, it's called the IOC President's Trophy. Dennis, it's been a long road for the two teams that we'll see here today.
It sure has been a battle. 6 of the finest polo teams in the world have been involved in the competition.
As winner of the 1995 World Polo Championship, Brazil has come to defend its title.
And they knew from the first that any one of the other teams from Argentina, Australia, England, Guatemala, and the United States had a chance to unseat them, Peter.
Dennis, the entire event, including a mini Olympic village, was an incredible achievement.
Peter, literally hundreds of volunteers pulled together to make this event possible. And now, due to the superb efforts of FIP President, Ambassador Glenn Holden, and his staff, the FIP has been recognized by the IOC once again.
They've been working on this for 10 years, but in that time, Juan Antonio Samaranch never gave them a formal meeting. Of course, Michael Schottbolen knew him personally, but still no formal meeting for FIP. However, partly because he served his country, Spain, and I served my country, the United States, as an ambassador. And so he saw me in a formal meeting. From that, I had the opportunity to tell him of all the things we were doing, including the pooling of horses, that was very impressive to him. From that meeting, he told me that day, he said, "Excellency," as he called me, "I am having a trophy made. For the first time ever, we will call it the IOC President's Trophy, and I'm going to have one of our top senior officers there to present it to the winner of your games in Santa Barbara." And they are here. We have the trophy in our hands.
2 years ago, Patrick Nesbitt, a Los Angeles businessman and highly regarded polo player, approached the FIP about bringing the championship to Santa Barbara. His efforts have largely been responsible for the spectacle we're about to see today.
There's never been a world championship in the United States. A few of us here in Southern California decided we needed to change that since the U.S. is one of the biggest polo playing countries in the world. Of course, we're very excited about the event. A lot of effort's gone together on this. We've been spending almost 2.5 years putting this together. Today, the proof is in the pudding. We'll see how it works out and see how many people are actually going to enjoy this event.
One of the biggest challenges has been the horses. Polo is an equestrian sport, and the horse makes up almost 3/4 of a player's effectiveness. In an attempt to level the equestrian factor, FIP gathered 160 trained polo ponies for the players, then divided them into 6 equally talented groups, assigned them to teams by lot. Susan Stovall, polo manager at California's El Dorado Polo Club, was responsible for that effort.
And certainly the game today and the game for the finals, you'll see how good these horses really are, and again, how good the riders really are. That's what's great.
And now we're pleased to bring you the opening ceremonies of the 1998 World Polo Championship.
We'll be right in there, but Where we'll end up, it's hard telling. We'll give it our best, I know that.
We have worked very hard. We do are a bit of surprise, but at the end it's rewarding.
The team who masters their horses the quickest and the most efficiently will probably have the biggest advantage.
This level, 14 goals, I think everybody has a chance to win.
I think Brazil is going to be a difficult team, but we want to win.
Yeah, we try and put the ball through the goal, but easier said than done.
I want to welcome you all after 15 years of effort, 4 previous World Championships in different parts of the world. Finally, the Santa Barbara Polo Club has brought this great event to California. We're really proud of the work done by Patrick Nesbitt and his entire staff and all of the people who brought these beautiful horses here and participating in this event. I thank you. And now, with nothing else to say, please, gentlemen, let the games begin.
These athletes put together a great effort. Dennis, you saw it come together. Tell us about some of the earlier rounds.
On Sunday the 23rd, England faced the USA team as they make their first appearance. With young Jeff Blake being injured for the team, who looked to be their offensive star, Coach Reggie Lugwood had to shift his lineup around, and under the steady captaincy of Jason Dixon and keeping his young charges going, they were the first to qualify for the semifinals in a score of 10-5.
Our position was that we had to give the US team a 2-goal start, so we decided to go out strongly mounted and try and put that level. Now, the first chukker, that didn't happen, but at least we started to get them a little bit on their back foot. And from there on in, we just started to have a bit of luck going our way and push some goals through. And then they got in a position where they had to start leaving us some gaps so they could attack, and that really made it's one of those games where once they had to open up and try and attack, that left more holes in their defense. From there on in, the boys here, they played superbly.
From Brazil versus Argentina, and a recap of the 95.
The emotion that we feel there is, I think, the most important thing that happened in my life.
12-9 victory by Argentina was narrowly pulled off in a wide open contest that was anybody's game. That was only a prelude to what we were to see this afternoon, possibly.
I believe that Brazil is a very strong team. They showed today that they are very, very good. Equal than Argentina, everybody can win. We played well today. We have to adjust some problem we have with the penalty shots and the coordination with the players.
On the 26th, Wednesday, the USA, trying to qualify for the semifinals, had to get through Guatemala. And they did with a lineup change and went much better and now looked like a chance to be a contender.
I went to back today. We put Jeff Hall at 3, Carluccio at 2, and Billy at 1. We did a lot of rotation. Our game plan was to play team polo, which we didn't do last time, and hit the ball, pass the ball. We very much did that today, and we were much more successful.
That afternoon, following them, Australia versus Argentina was a 12-5 win for Argentina with a lineup change by Daniel Gonzalez, who looked as impressive as the first lineup he used on their opening day.
It was very physically, very hard. All the teams that are in this cup are very tough. You can see it.
Well, now we were set for the semifinals on Friday the 28th. England versus Brazil was a fabulous match as David Morley's young charges, by the great captaincy of Jason Dixon, stretched their lead to a 7-2 margin at the end of after 2. But the quickness and teamwork of Brazil soon overtook youth and inexperience, and they fell to go and put Brazil one more time to the finals.
They're very physical, they're very quick. It's a good team, you know. We were hanging in there, and I think the 4th and 5th chuckers, they just their sort of extra pace and ability showed.
One more finalist was yet to come, and that was going to be decided between Argentina and the United States. In a very even match in the first 3 periods, Argentina finally started to put together their quickness and teamwork, which is always their hallmark, and they eliminated the United States. But Daniel Gonzalez was not happy with the way his charges played. The lineup that he had again changed, which was the first one that he had with such success against Brazil. till 11 o'clock this morning, we did not know which lineup Daniel Gonzalez would use for the finals.
We knew this team was going to be very, very difficult to beat, and we sure found that out. That's a great team we played against, and I just give it to the Argentina team.
After the demonstration of today, I'm not so sure, because the Brazil play very well. And of course, we like to win like any other team, but in my opinion, it's going to be a very tough match, and everybody has opportunity to win because Brazil is playing very well.
And now the lineup for the final match of the 1998 FIP World Polo Championship for Argentina. At number 1, a veteran of the tough playoff with Chile, 3-goaler, 22-year-old Lucas Labat, well known for his dazzling stick work. A veteran of 28-goal polo, now rated 4 goals, 21-year-old Pablo Spinacci. Consistent high scorer and instrumental in getting Argentina to the World Championship, 22-year-old 4-goaler Gerardo Calardin. At that back, this player, the oldest man on the team, though only 25, rated 3 goals, known for his solid play, Ramiro Gianazzu, defending their world title from Brazil. The front half and the younger of the spectacular Bastos brothers, rated 3 goals at number 1, Luis Bastos. Veteran of the 1995 victory in St. Moritz, the youngest player in any World Polo Championship, now barely 20, rated 4 goals, Olavo Novaes. At number 3, the older of the Bastos brothers. This man was a member of the Brazilian squad that defeated England in '95. Now rated 5 goals, 22-year-old Angelo Bastos. And at back, the irrepressible spirit of the Brazilian squad, veteran of the '95 World Polo Championship victory, 25-year-old 5-goaler Luis Carlos Caleo de Mello. Throwing in the first ball, a star who captured the hearts of the United States several years ago as a spokesman for Australia, and then as Crocodile Dundee. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Hogan. Ball is in. And we're looking at Argentina going right to the attack with a great lead-in shot by Labat. Labat right down in front. He looks for the next shot. It's going just wide of the goal, but it's neck back on the near side. We potted in Spinacci.
Peter, this is the quickness that we were talking about with Argentina and the team play. Following each other up, Labat breaking quickly to goal, and Spinacci there to finish it off.
Hockey on horseback, folks. And we're back to center field. The ball rolls back to the number 4s. They spin on the ball. Gianazzu trying to get by de Mello. De Mello has control. Slaps it out. De Mello taking the far side. Gonna tap it by on the hindquarters. Leads it right down in front. And looking right there for Luis Bastos. Bastos. The ball gets on him. Big wind up. Almost a steal. As Argentina comes right down in front. But the chipping shots are going right to it. Right down in front. The ball sits. And we're gonna get a call. So teeing it up is Luis Carlos de Mello.
He's been deadly through this tournament on his penalties, Peter. He's been a big difference in most of their games with his super penalty shooting.
Nice slow approach. Sets up a nice lead. The wind up. The shot. And it is true.
He hit that one right into the condominiums. We're at 4-1 now, Peter, as Argentina received a 3-goal handicap, being there was a difference of 3 goals between the two teams. So right now we're at a 4-1 game in favor of Argentina.
And right now, looking for the back shot. Spinacci puts a beautiful offside back shot. That's the right side of the pony, but it is sent right back again by Bastos, Luis Bastos. Playing the rail with a beautiful net shot is Angelo Bastos, Luis's brother. And to the opposite side they go, tracking it down, 11, Novaes. Novaes right inside. Sends his number 1 straight out, but Labat is there. Labat to Spinacci. Spinacci out of bounds as it goes over the knee boards. And we'll have a throw in at the spot.
Peter, we're not being disappointed. This is going to be fast end-to-end action here between these two great teams.
So throwing it in from the spot. The number 2s fight for it. Who's going to get it? We're looking out at Argentina, taking advantage with a slap.